Okie dokie. We should be streaming, but I don't think we have anybody in the thing yet, so we should probably post to the Facebooks. So let's hang out for a second, everybody. This is going to be your special behind-the-scenes moment with Mark and James, because there's nobody in the stream yet. So later somebody's going to get to see this, and they're going to be like, ooh, wow, I didn't know they did this part. This part where James and Mark made out. No? Mark's being shy. How weird. Am I right? Way to make it awkward, Mark.
It was already awkward, like, the second I walked in the room.
Okay. So today we're going to be making a very special meal. Also, you'll notice that we're just on a single laptop web camera. We forgot that John Brentz took the other camera stuff to Anime Expo for Ogiku. So,
but that means we're going to have some stuff coming out for you soon.
That's right. However, for today it means that we're not going to be able to move the camera around. So we're just going to be right here. We'll have to come over here to talk to you.
Yes.
And then go over somewhere else in order to cook a little bit.
Yes, but we'll never leave you alone.
I'm going to leave you alone. I'm a terrible boyfriend.
And this is true.
Yeah. I'm a fun date. Fun is when you call lawyers.
Who just walked in the room? Introduce yourself.
Hey guys, it's me, Paul, from the hit show Eat Broke Love. I'm here to make some delicious food today. What are we making, guys?
We're making something.
Okay, what's going in the Bachelor Chow?
Okay, first step to Bachelor Chow is this brains.
Yes. So first step,
brains, also known as ground meat. And we bought it from the store. You can't see which store, though, because that's, I guess we're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, it's a little bit late there.
Brains!
Behind the curve. All right, in addition to the brains, what else?
All right. These are, oh, by the way, pro tip. If you have a gas stove with a pilot light, don't leave plastic bags on the burners. It's dangerous. Now, secondly, we have, these are what I like to call fake tortillas. They're like regular tortillas, except that they taste like cardboard because you bought them in a store.
Delicious cardboard.
Eggs.
Right.
As you can see, none of them are broken. You're welcome. That's a little fanciness for you.
Yeah, we got about six
eggs. They're a little damp, which is a little... They're probably fine.
Yeah, they're fresh from the chicken.
Grated cheese.
Right.
You shouldn't be doing that. You should just grate your own cheese and not be a lazy dickhead about it. Kimberly. All right, and this is
canned spinach.
That's right. Now it smells like urine, but it's not packed in urine.
No,
just water and nutrients.
And it totally works like Popeye, where you just like chug the whole thing, you get really strong, and like apparently like a battleship on your arm like comes to life and starts blowing shit up, and it's fucking awesome. What were we talking about again?
This smells like an open outhouse. It's kind of interesting.
Better than a closeout house.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a little like urine.
Let's look inside. Little bit of green juice.
Come on. Chug, 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 chug.
Oh. Were you having trouble with your iron? You want to spit that out, maybe? Is that... Never drink the spinach water, everybody. Pro tip. Spinach water is not your friend. Drain that. You want to drain... You don't want to chug...
Drained.
Alright. So here we go. For our Bachelor Chow, step 1, open can of spinach and squeeze out all the water.
Well, that job's done. Solve that.
Alright, so let's go ahead and drain out the water on our spinach. And then we're going to need to brown some ground beef in a skillet with 1 to 2 tablespoons of garlic powder.
Oh,
we have garlic powder?
It's right next to you.
Oh shit, we have garlic powder. Garlic powder from a not brand, so no brand.
Also really
there you go.
We're fast on the draw there.
There you go. I'm the best at this. Okay.
So what are we doing after we brown the ground beef in the skillet?
And roll egg mix into... with Gus. Okay, so I think this seems like it's just like a really worrisome breakfast burrito, but I'm not sure. It means that we just... It says roll egg mixture into tortilla. Now that could mean burrito it, or it could mean that we chop the tortilla up and throw it in the pan as well.
So what
I'm not sure which.
So what you're saying?
Roll it.
So what you're saying is do both. That's what I got from this.
That might not be a bad idea, actually.
Here's also something that happens after you drain the water from spinach. Look how much spinach is left.
Mm-hmm.
Half a can.
Yeah.
That means this is half water. Draining that spinach is so critical.
Unless, again, you really like the taste of spinach gum.
Do you need a pan?
I do. Mark, below you. Activate.
Wait, what?
Activate pan.
God damn it.
Not that one. There we go. Old Krusty.
Yeah. It's seen us through many a time. I remember when old Krusty saved us in the war.
Neither of us had ever been in a war.
The war.
The pan needs oil?
No, the oil from the beef will actually
That'll work?
Yeah.
release. Yes.
So you don't need to add oil. The oil from the beef is going to take care of it.
Or maybe I'm horribly wrong, and this is about to be
Well, some of that beef is going to stick.
a discovery. This is discovery time, guys.
Oh,
So, in general, you're going to want to add in just a little bit of oil to make sure that the beef, like
We
Paul
can
said,
even add a
doesn't
little
stick
coconut oil.
to the pan.
Why would you add oil when
Once
could
you
just
have
brown
that
beef?
little bit of initial oil, then yes, some of the water will come out of the beef and take care of the rest of it for you, but you want to
See,
start.
that ground beef is not naturally a fatty food. I mean, we're having a bit of a ground beef debate, I think, is what this turned into.
I think actually what we're saying is James is wrong.
I'm pretty sure
I think that's
there
what it
is
was
totally
there.
enough fat, and also when you're making this, you are going to be hung over, and I don't think you want to go to the store for oil. So I'm
No.
showing you how to do it without.
Yeah.
That's my justification.
That's fair. Let's see what's going on here with this beef.
So right now, the beef is, I believe the technical term is sitting in a pan like brains. And it's going to do that for a little while until the pan heats up. I turned the fire on.
I'm just saying,
Where's
last
the
week,
faith? Where's the
last
faith?
week someone forgot to pay their gas bill, which meant...
Okay, that's true. I do have a stove again, everybody. It's very exciting. I've got to say, a lot of older apartments actually end up having gas stoves, especially at East Coast, West Coast.
Mhm.
If you can find a place with a gas stove, it's way better than an electric.
Oh, yeah.
But either way, you'll be fine. And for this dish, honestly, it takes no skill at all. You hear that sizzle, by the way?
Yeah. Gas is nice because you can control the heat more directly.
Oh, look at all that oil that is releasing
Mhm.
onto the bottom of the pan.
Also,
You
notice
doubting Thomases.
notice a little bit of the beef that's sticking.
You
to
can't
the
tell.
bottom
You can't
of the
tell a
pan.
doubting Thomas anything. So I guess this is a good point. While we're waiting for that meat to brown, what are some instances where you couldn't tell a doubting Thomas anything?
Let's see. Hey, I'm gonna have my part of the rent this month, and they're all like, "You didn't have it last month," and you're like, "Shut the fuck up! That was last month. Let's restart."
Yeah.
Each new month, each paycheck is a restart button.
Yes. Each paycheck is a new opportunity to show your friends you can pay for a small portion of the bills.
I mean, not a big portion. Don't get overboard, because then they'll start expecting it.
Right.
You know, so like pay most of it day of, and then the addition couple days later, so that you show that you're responsible, but still broke and could use some help with like a Hot Pocket or a Leaf
Yeah.
Cuisine throughout the week.
Surprise your friends by filling their tank with gas that you had stored from like 2 months ago in the garage.
Wait.
Then tell them they owe you like $60.
Wait a minute. Wait. No,
That's right.
Guys,
by the way, Mark, where's
guys,
your car? For
no, first of all.
association?
Secondly, guys, we're going to get a lawsuit again.
For using volatile
I
fluids.
just want to point out again, look at all the grease and the lack of beef sticking to that pan.
Uh-huh.
You boys have been trained by the oil Illuminati
Yes.
to waste.
They're onto us. Run.
Okay, that looks pretty great, guys.
Cooking up some beef, doing my day.
We're supposed
Where's
to
the beef?
brown it with I believe the recipe said a teaspoon of that garlic powder.
Give me some garlic powder. I'm going to put in what I consider a teaspoon.
Okay, so this is 1 teaspoon of garlic powder.
All right. So first of all, spoons can't fit in tiny holes.
Oh, you're
So,
actually going to...
I'm gonna use the big hole,
And
And then also,
I was about to say...
I am not going to measure. So here's what I think a teaspoon means. A teaspoon means a fair amount, but not so much that you're ridiculous.
It said a tablespoon, actually.
Oh, then that's a ridiculous amount.
Oh my god.
Tablespoon is just dumb. That's how I understand cooking and life to work.
Indeed.
Yeah, exactly. A full cup is 1 diaphragm full.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you happen to have any diaphragms lying around,
That's
make
right.
use of them.
That's right. At least I feel a diaphragm. You know what I'm talking about.
No, I
I'm
don't.
talking about when I need to. measure a cup of milk.
Oh, okay.
So I poured it into a diaphragm.
And
then I
you
pour that
use
into
that.
yeah.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah. What did you think?
I
Dirty.
didn't think anything. Jerk store. Store jerks.
This is smelling a lot like Italian food because there's garlic in it. And my incredibly limited palate immediately makes that Italian food.
I mean, I see where this is going.
Yeah.
I see where this recipe is going.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want. Do we have any onion left over from leftover recipes?
Oh, you know what? I have an onion right down there.
You have one onion?
I have one onion.
Should we use it?
Maybe we should use an onion.
I mean, I'll saute that on a separate pan, or we could even
You
do
totally
it.
toss it into this one.
Yeah. Okay.
We just gotta chop it up a little
I'll
bit.
chop it up.
We're gonna be chopped some onions.
Kim, who submitted this recipe?
This recipe is from my friend Todd from Arizona.
Okay, so can you
Hi,
ask,
Todd.
can you ask Todd where the onion is in this recipe?
There
Yeah.
is no onion in the recipe. He used to make this recipe when he was a poor young bachelor. Now he's a poor old bachelor, so he makes hamburger helper now. So he's moving on up.
So,
Is that moving up? I don't know. Is that
I love hamburger helper.
Kimberly Arneson? Someday I'm gonna teach you how to live.
I mean, I thought hamburger helper was just her name for any man who spends the evening with her.
Hey-o!
No, look at that.
Yeah.
And
So
it's got all that beef fat in it. Which
All
also has
right,
garlic
you're coming
in it
with
now.
me, Internet. Buckle in. Hold on tight.
It's all nice and browned, and nothing sticking to the bottom because the grease from the meat, totally filled the pan. I'm just saying, Internet.
What?
Expert level.
What?
Masterclass. James Ashby. Supermaster. Broke eats cooking. That's right.
You ran out of words.
I'm like Gandalf of cooking
I am like-
utensils.
James, this is like, I am like the master, supermaster of master things.
Yeah, well, I'm the Master Supermaster plus Infinity. What now?
Oh.
Your lasers bounce off of me because I'm laser proof, and also I have an infinity shield, which means that it is infinitely long and thick and wide, like my penis.
Well, my lasers go Infinity plus one, plus they penetrate the Infinity shield.
That is stupid.
What?
That is
What?
stupid. You cannot add
I
one to
just
infinity.
did. I just did.
You can't
Well,
use.
I just did
You
it.
cannot use a concept in an equation.
I
It doesn't
just
make
did.
sense.
I just did. All right, and that means my lasers hit.
I'm going to brown the meat.
Okay.
How's that onion coming, sir? Oh, it's good.
Ooh, look at that.
This is gonna be great.
Paul is doing some beautiful fine chopping over here on the onion.
Yeah, I mean, if you start with a small enough onion slice, it enables you to mince it
Yeah.
pretty tiny, which is what you need. And obviously, you're gonna get some chunks. You're gonna get some chunks, but this dish, the beef and spinach breakfast burrito, definitely needs onion.
Yeah, I think that's an obvious.
Mm-hmm.
A+ for Paul Prado on the onion.
Yes. And what do we say to Kim's friend who forgot the onions in this recipe?
I guess there's a reason he's single.
Oh! Oh! That was
is Todd
harsh.
single because he wouldn't put onion in your breakfast burrito? Is that what happened? That sounded dirtier.
Ooh.
I did not think that sounded that dirty.
I don't need onion from Todd. I just like it when he gives me meat.
That was about sex, everyone. For our younger viewers.
Or just burritos, depending on your fancy. Yeah, fine.
Mixing in some onion with my beef.
Alright.
Alright, so we're going to cook this for a second. Let the onion and the beef marry a little bit.
Alright.
Let the onions wilt a little bit. When
Well,
they get nice and clear, we're going to start throwing in the rest of the crap. So why don't we get the rest of the crap ready?
Yes. So while that's going on, you have a beautiful shot of Paul's backside as he washes dishes. Hopefully Paul will give you a nice show here.
Yeah. Here's what's going on. Here's what's going on. In this dish, basically we were recommended a breakfast that consists entirely of beef, cheese, spinach, and tortilla. And the spinach is very bland. Spinach is a taste that becomes almost invisible as soon as you render it down in the pot. So what you've got to do is say, well, where's my flavor coming from? In every dish you cook, you've got to ask, what's my dominant flavor? In this case, it's not going to be spinach. We could drown this thing in cheese if that's what we really wanted.
Also, by the way, I didn't see anything about salt, but we're going to add salt.
Yeah. This recipe, I think, was constructed under the influence of alcohol. Because when you eat under the influence of alcohol, you could really eat a cardboard box and say, we had all the right pieces.
And that is said from experience.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I saw a guy that said, hungry, need food, and he was holding a cardboard sign, and I took that sign, I said, thank you, I do need food.
Alright, do you have a bowl?
Do you have a face?
Yes.
Then, yeah, I do have a bowl.
Okay.
That actually not related. I would have had a bowl either way.
Oh, I was about to say.
Bowls are over there.
Like, what would have happened if I did not have a face? Is my question.
We'll keep this onion in the fridge and keep it safe.
That's getting some good smells going. Garlic, onion, and beef. It's hard to go wrong with
Yeah.
garlic, onion, and beef.
You really can't mess that up. So this is what your dish should start to look like.
That's right. This looks like. I mean, this also kind of just looks like taco filling.
Let's not mince words here. Let's not pretend we reinvented the wheel. Let's have a little more humility than that.
But I'm glad I reinvented the wheel and made this lovely breakfast taco in a burrito. So it's a breakfast burrito. By the way, huge difference between the breakfast taco and breakfast burrito. If you can get a breakfast taco, you're in San Antonio, Texas. Congratulations to you. You have access to the best breakfast in the universe. If you are having a breakfast burrito, I'm sorry, but it's bullshit compared to the breakfast taco.
Yeah.
Just is.
Okay.
Just is.
How many eggs should we be throwing in this?
Is it time for eggs yet?
It's not time. I'm just getting them prepared.
6. It says all 6.
All 6? Alright.
Are we supposed to drain the copious amounts of grease in the pan? I'm going to say no.
No.
Yeah.
I would slay for some mayonnaise right now. Do you have cayenne pepper?
We do. Right up there.
Okay.
Now we're getting into the fancy spices, but if you're able to have access to these, either by, throwing some in your pocket when you go to Taco Bell or whatever, it's always
That plate just fell right in there. That needs to be washed.
But cayenne pepper is actually not that expensive, and honestly, guys, it turns all kinds of garbage into food. So if you are thinking about getting some basic spices, I think cayenne should be right at the top of your list. I got this from a store, and there you go. It's also called red pepper sometimes, cayenne pepper. It's delicious. Don't steal from the pan!
Okay, so what I have recently just discovered upon investigation of this dish is that it was clearly lacking in the flavor department. We have beef and onions, which is great. Salted beef and onions, even better. And then we just have some spinach, tortilla, and eggs. And
Got cheese?
cheese.
let's take a look at what kind of cheese this is. This is mild cheddar. Mild cheddar is the most flavorless cheese that you can get. That's like saying, hey, get me some plastic bits, dye it orange, and shred it up. Put it in this bag, sell it for $6. So what I'm going to do, when you find...
Get away! You do not get to eat the food before we've made it.
I don't want the eggs in it.
Get moving!
Todd said you put it in a burrito. It's a burrito.
Okay, well, Todd probably also had some ingredients in his fridge he forgot about. So what we're going to do, if we're running out of flavor, let's start with this.
That's clutch.
Start with the sour cream. Reach in your fridge. Whatever James had is what I'm using. I didn't buy any of this. So we're going to take...
Technically, that's left over from a couple weeks ago on another Broke Eats breakfast, but it's
Paul
cool.
never buys any of this.
It's
Paul
probably
never
not. I mean, it's probably not poison.
No.
Probably not.
So we're going to add about...
And if it is, get an Irish stomach, Gwen.
You know that's my sour cream, right?
Is it?
So I don't know about the poison.
And
part.
this has to be sold by July 17th. The expiration date is still good.
Yeah.
So we're going to take what appears to be about 2 tablespoons of sour cream, because it's, 3 of us, 4 of us eating.
Yeah.
We're going to add a pinch of this cayenne pepper to the sour cream.
That was the garlic powder, but that's alright.
Oh, shit. So we just added a pinch of garlic. So what we've created now is a garlic sour cream. Already, you're in good shape. Already, this wasn't a mistake. This is something we can live with. Yeah, definitely.
Alright, what do I add to this pan, boys?
Spinach? It's spinach time, right?
So what comes after the, we brown the meat, what's up next?
I think the recipe's right over there.
Here's the recipe.
Alright. Alright. I'm guessing it's essentially throw everything else in the pan.
Yes, I need
Spinach
eggs
first.
and spinach. Once meat is brown.
Alright.
Spinach first would be good.
Yes.
Can I have
Let's
a
get
pan of my
spinach
own?
Man. Oops, sorry, buddy.
There we go. That spinach is in that pan.
Let me just incorporate this a little bit. Chop it up in there.
Gonna mix up these eggs a bit.
So we're evenly distributing the spinach into the beef and onions. Okay. Let me get back to our sauce while we have a few minutes. I know I set that cayenne somewhere.
Oh, I have it right here.
Ah.
I put it in the beef.
Did you already?
Yes.
Okay.
That doesn't mean we can't put more in though.
So we're going to add a little of this cayenne to the sour cream. That was like 3 little jolts. 3 little jolts of cayenne that kind of look like that.
What do you want? Nope, you have to eat it the way it's made. Todd wants you to eat it with eggs.
I'm allergic to eggs.
You are not allergic to eggs.
That's what you should have
I
opened
do.
with.
I break out in
If
hives.
that was the
You
case.
could have maybe pulled that off if you opened that way, but you made it clear.
Alright, I just mixed up the eggs, so these are now going in after the spinach.
One second, wait, I'm not done. The spinach is still lumpy.
Oh, well, unlump that shit.
Canned spinach kind of comes out lumpy. How is it, Kimberly?
Delicious. Where's the cheese?
Guys, I just found some old mint chutney in James's fridge. We're going to add that.
It's definitely a month old.
1 month?
Probably, maybe. It's probably fine. How's it smell?
Good.
Oh, yeah, fine.
Alright, you ready?
Someone likes you guys all wearing clothes this time.
They like that we're wearing clothes?
So what I
They
just
clearly
did,
don't know us that
I
well.
found another sauce and I added it to this.
All right, egg me
Okay.
up, Amadeus.
Alright,
You ready for eggs over there?
eggs are going in.
And now, because this is a scrambled egg dish, I'm just gonna move it around in the pan as it cooks up. This also, by the way, is how you do chorizo. What you're doing here is you're actually incorporating the grease and the fat from the meat into the eggs as the eggs solidify. So that's why this thing doesn't end up just being a giant grease pile. Do-do-do. Stir them eggs as they brownsy up.
Okay. So I've added, let's see, let me drain a little bit of this out. Okay. I've added about a tablespoon of mint chutney to my cayenne sour cream. And what we've created now is a unique sauce that is really going to define what we did this week. I promise, I guarantee, 2 tablespoons of sour cream, a tablespoon of mint chutney, and a teaspoon of cayenne, a teaspoon of garlic, and I think you're going to have... Oh yeah, the guys are going to love this.
We will be the judge of that.
Yeah, it actually probably needs a little salt, just to be honest.
Alright. I'm guessing cheese goes in next once this goes down a bit.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, so I think part of the reason that this goes in a tortilla is so that you don't look at it too closely
Yeah.
while you're eating.
Let's take a look. Hold on, I'll bring that laptop right over.
Yes. Come internet. And there it is.
So why shouldn't we look at this while we eat it?
I mean, it just kind of looks like
delicious.
half-used baby food. Not all the way used.
Delicious baby food.
I think it looks like baby food part 2. What happens after the baby?
I'm just saying, beggars can't be choosers, and if every now and again you have to eat a little baby refuse, ain't
Yeah.
the worst thing in the world.
Eat some baby refuse.
Baby refuse.
That's what we need to call this Roki's breakfast. Baby refuse.
baby refuse burrito.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so shall we throw in the cheese?
Might as well get it in
Yeah.
there. Get it in the party.
Add some shredded cheese, and after this, I'm guessing we just roll it up into that there tortilla. Right. Boom. Cheese, 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 cheese.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that looks
Hey,
beautiful.
let's be honest. We're gonna add a little more in there.
Yeah, let's be honest. Just keep adding cheese.
I mean, it kind of looks like we made a hamburger spinach dip. That's really what
It kind of looks like a pan quiche on a certain level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you, shy? Is this your first time? Huh? Are
Okay,
you
guys.
worried about what the other kids are going to say about you?
You know,
later?
I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to shit this afternoon. Let's take it easy on the because you're too busy making babies to shit. So you want to clog it all up.
This is just, we're just melting some cheese in there, getting
Yeah.
everything nice and good. The nice thing about this, we can do two things with it. First, we can eat it,
Mhm.
and then later, we can use it as a spackle.
Yeah.
That's totally a chip dip. This
Yeah.
is not a breakfast burrito filling.
I think once we put it in a burrito and make
Yeah,
it eat it, it's going to be...
suddenly it all becomes clear. Yes.
I think we cook this until it solidifies up.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm actually gonna heat up some tortillas the Mexican way right on the fire for us.
Ooh, nice.
And I'll grab a plate to keep these on.
So let's join Paul over here as he warms those tortillas up. You always want to warm those tortillas. Why, Paul?
Why? Because unwarmed tortillas are gross.
Yeah, unwarmed
Yeah.
tortillas are the most heinous thing you can eat. Never
So-
do that.
Yeah, the fire's on high. We're just gonna toss this in. And what you want to do is just give it a few seconds. What I do actually, I watch until the actual tortilla starts to bubble. So as it comes up, that means this part's going down. Then I flip it.
Oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna watch as this part falls down and this part comes up, and then we flip it again.
Mm-hmm.
And we just keep doing that until we see, we're already beginning to see grill marks here. So we can do that one more time, and that's a good tortilla.
Mm-hmm. And not only are you making it more delicious, you're also making it easier to roll.
Oh yeah, you want this tortilla to become pliable. The heat definitely makes it pliable.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna just scoot that around. And if you don't scoot it while it's on the fire, it will stick. So every few seconds, you really just have to grab and scoot, and grab and flip, grab and scoot, grab and flip, because you don't want this tortilla sticking to your burner. So already you can see we're getting some of that great restaurant-style char right over the top of the tortilla. So I feel this tortilla is reaching its heat potential. So that's one for me, one for James, and finally one for Mark.
Yeah.
We're going to throw one more on there. And you can kind of, I'll tilt this down so that you can see when I flip this, it falls over it. This part of the tortilla is already beginning to crease down. Grab it, flip it. See how it starts to bend down? This is already creasing down. Grab it, flip it. And voila. We have 3 hot restaurant-style tortillas ready to go.
Perfect.
And just a small amount on fire on the burner.
Oh, yeah. That's on fire.
That's done. It's already done.
But the important thing is that we like fire here, so.
All right, boys, let's get some plates and let's load up some burritos
Delicious.
with whatever this is.
Here, Mark. You have a plate, right?
Yep.
Here, you be the first.
One plate.
Maybe a bigger plate,
Ooh.
Mark. Maybe a plate that is the size of your tortilla would be.
Your face is stupid.
I'm just saying.
Your face is stupid. Alright.
Just putting it out there.
Alright, load this up. Mr. Paul?
Okay. Too much. I need like 25% of that. 25%. Perfect. Perfect. This is the portion I'm going for. Everyone has bigger portions than me, but guess what, man? That's a lot of shit.
And it will become a lot of shit.
Right. Already, this thing kind of smells like canned spinach, and I'm gonna just go straight for my sauce. Remember, we made a garlic cayenne sour cream here, which I'm all about. So I'm going to just take probably a spoonful of that.
Right.
Like, it looks like that. I'm going to drizzle it right over the top. Should we do some for you guys?
Yeah, I'll take a little bit.
I'll take
Okay.
a little bit too.
Here we
Yeah.
go. Here we go. A little bit of mint chutney, garlic.
Cayenne something?
Yeah, it's
All
going to
right.
be good. It's going to be good.
All right, let me grab some hair, fellow.
All right. And finally, 1 spoonful for you. That makes for a great sauce. So we're going to fold it up the Mexican way. So we're going to come in from the tops, top and bottom. Bring it in. See how I brought it in? Now come from this side. Roll it up.
Here you go.
Just roll
Okay.
it up.
Listen to Paul Prado. Don't listen to the Yankee,
Right.
Mr. Mark Franklin Williams.
Shut
He can't
up.
roll a burrito to save his life.
Your face is stupid.
Look how beautiful that burrito looks. Ah!
My burrito looks more like a fistful of stuff that I'm going to mash in my face.
Oddly
That's
enough,
right.
the West Indian in me made my burrito end up looking more like a roadie. So
Is that the West Indian order? You just that you're not good at making burritos.
Shut up.
Is it-
Your
You
face
have,
is stupid.
you have that.
No.
Oh, all right. I'll trade you plates.
I have plate envy. What can I say?
Oh, not bad.
Mm.
Salty. It's on the salty side.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's warm and it is definitely filling. This is going to get you through most of your day.
I would say almost any other vegetable would be better. If you can find some fresh spinach, A+,
Mhm.
kale, A+. Canned spinach tastes like urine. So we've done a lot to mask that, but if you didn't have to start there, you'd have an even more delicious breakfast.
So I didn't realize how salty the canned spinach was, and I added salt to the sour cream. That was really my mistake. We've really overdone it on the salt.
I'm going to be honest, though. It tastes delicious to me. Well, folks.
What do you think, James? Too much salt?
I love salt. Salt is good.
That's one way to say it.
But yeah, probably we could have used a little less.
Yeah,
But
maybe
still.
cut down on it a tad.
Yeah.
But nonetheless,
Nah.
well, folks, I'll say this was a really successful Brokey's breakfast.
Yes, it was. I wish we had taken a bite without the sauce so you guys could see what the sauce did, but I think you can taste it. You already you already know what it adds.
Yeah. No, I think the sauce was a key addition.
Now, let's look at James over here real quick. Let's look at his plate as he, talks about the Yank being unable to roll the burrito.
I picked it up on the wrong side and it all poured out, but it was rolled correctly. What you learn from this is once you start eating a burrito, that is a commitment. You cannot stop. Once you set it down, the structure will just completely fall apart.
Now, one last bit of business. Brokies.com, we have been, users have been submitting recipes the entire week. And so today, we get to say which user submitted the best recipe.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a big deal, right?
Yeah, who did?
I don't remember the username. I'm going to
Let's go find Kim. Hold on, we'll tell you.
Nah!
It's the Reuben dip.
Wait, why don't you tell us?
All right, so the winner this week was the Reuben dip by Jean Rub. I don't know how to say French. Jean Robert.
Yes, so it's the Ruby Dip by Jean-Robert Le Marchand. Thank you very much, my friend. That thing was absolutely fucking delicious, and it filled you up like crazy. The Reuben Dip, definitely A+, and that is the winner of this week's Brokies Breakfast.
Angelique, as the person who had to eat that, how do you feel about that?
You what?
The Reuben dip.
It was delicious.
You didn't eat the Reuben dip?
No! What Reuben dip?
How are the meat chunks? They were really
Yeah,
Oh,
what's
they're
wrong
great.
if
They're
there's just a
everything
little
in
bit
the
of
world.
meat in it, Angelique? We said eat meat!
I want vegetables!
Every time!
Thank you very much for joining us, folks, for another Brokies Breakfast. This has been a lot of fun. This was delicious. Thank you, Kim Sren, for the recipe. That's his name, Kim Sren.
Film Mark a minute. You hold that for Mark and James.
And so, we like to say, good night.
Good night, Internet, we love you!
Although I guess it's technically morning, so good morning.
Good night, morning.
Yeah.
I'm stopping the stream. I'm stopping it. Oh, wait, I'm still stopping it. Bang. That should have stopped.